Hi, I'm Jenny DeLacy for Real Fringe Hairbands, and I'm joined today by our alopecia ambassador, Shea. Hi Shea, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Today I wanted to ask you about your hair loss journey and recognising the value of the Real Fringe hairbands. Can you tell us the story of your hair loss?
Yeah, so I lost my hair when I was 7 years old. It started in a small patch just in the centre of my hair, so where my hair part was. My parents had decided that we were going to move house, so the stress of that is what they think triggered it. And it went from a small patch in my part just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we went through a couple of different treatments. We had some hair growth, but it wasn't much. And then it continued to fall out. And then I started to lose it from the back of my head. And I ended up with this tiny little rat tail plait at the back that I was hanging on to for dear life, didn't want to get rid of. And finally made the decision at 10 years old to cut it all off. It happened very quickly. So from 7 to 10, that's a short amount of time. I went from primary school to year 9 of high school not wearing any coverage, so no wigs, no hats, nothing. I just had the opinion that this was me, and if people wanted to stare at me, that was awesome, because I've always been a bit of a diva. And got a suction-based wig that my parents organised for me when I was in year 9. Okay. They're very expensive, so that was a huge outlay for them. I think my first one cost about $4,000. And came back to school feeling like this, whole new person, had a different outlook on everything, and so I've worn suction-based wigs since then. Okay. And I guess not hidden the fact that I had alopecia. I've always been very open about it, but it was much easier to cover and be able to, I guess, live a normal life rather than have people constantly stare at you.
What's it been like testing the Real Fringe hairbands?
It's been really amazing to see it, from where it started and to where it's come to. I've really, really enjoyed being able to give Nicole and her team feedback on the product from someone who has alopecia's perspective.
Yeah. So how would you describe Real Fringe hairbands to someone who doesn't know what they mean?
The Real Fringe hairbands is a band, almost like a headband, and has a hair attached to it. But the amazing thing about it is that they can use your own hair.
Real hair.
Real hair, and dyed hair too, which is incredible, because there's nowhere around that will take dyed hair at all.
What do you think it'll mean to the alopecia community?
I think it will be another option for them, and I think there's not a lot of options out there aside from wigs. So when you're going through alopecia and you're in your early stages and you're just missing a couple of patches or something like that, there's hair toppers and hair extensions and things that you can put in, but nothing that you could put your own hair in. So to be able to have that and be able to wear your own hair, I think will be something really amazing for them. Yeah.
More importantly, what will it mean to you to have access to a Real Fringe hairband?
Well, in summertime, it will be incredible, because suction-based wigs are incredibly hot.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, just have the freedom of having something that you can just quickly pop on, rather than with a suction-based wig, the way that they work is obviously they suction onto your head. So you have to fiddle with it and make sure that there's no air bubbles, make sure that it's stuck properly. They don't come off or anything like that, but there still is always obviously that, fiddling in your head of fiddling, trying to get it on perfectly. So for me, I'm a mum. School drop-off, it is a pain in the bum in the morning, having to get up and try and, wrangle with something to get it to stick properly. So to have something that is quick and easy will just make my life so much easier.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So to find out more about Real Fringe hairbands, why don't you go online and check them out? Thanks so much, Shea, for joining us.